Wanna hear a joke? I will travel a lot in the year 2020. What is up, you lovely people out there? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are safe. And this was supposed to be a travel vlog. I had a place and plan in mind. But yeah, somebody clearly had a different plan. So, as I cannot clearly go out because of the obvious reasons, I thought I would just stay in and talk to you guys. And the thing which I want to talk to you about is photography. What I like about it and why I fell in love with the art. So, when I say the word photography, many people just think about going out, taking random photos, expensive gear, lenses, camera bodies, lights, etc. 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 But what people often ignore about photography are the stories which you get to discover because of the certain photos which you take. And believe me, people say, and I was one of them at a point earlier this year only, actually 3-4 months before, that you don't always need a story if you click a photograph. But the more I went out shooting, the more I realized that every photo has a story. Even the smallest photos, even the smallest and the simplest photos have a little story behind them. And that's the story which makes it special. So, in today's episode or in today's vlog, we'll be taking 3 photos from that wall behind me. And I'll be telling you guys the story behind what happened when I was taking this photo and what I like about those photos. And also, I have one photo in the end which, okay, we'll talk about it when we get there. So without wasting any much time, let's just get into it. Let's open the first photo. Let us start a little easy. This is the photo which I would like to discuss. So it's a very simple photo, and right at the top it would be looking like it was shot in some studio with some lights and a good base or something. Full disclosure, the base you are seeing right now is a very old and worn out stool which is in my house, which you might have seen in one of the vlogs, Better Product Photography. I will link it above there. So it's that stool, and yeah, it's a simple photo, and the only light which I'm using here is the natural light coming from the door, which is to my right. So that's the only light source which I used in this photo. One more fun thing about this photo is that it wasn't clicked using a DSLR, it's clicked using this, my friend, my MI-A2. So yeah, what I want to tell about is you don't always need expensive gear, and you can get amazing results like these just using your phone. And this interesting thing about this photo is that this photo came out more beautifully in the post, because as you can see, I have desaturated the whole photo, and the only color which I wanted to pop out was the color of coffee. I love coffee. So that is what I did, selective coloring. Some people might say it's an old technique, some people might say it's overdone or the time for it is gone. But what I feel is that I think it just worked for this photo, and that's why I used it. So the next photo which we'll be discussing for this episode is this one. So the thing which I like the most about this photo is how insignificant we as humans are in front of the vast forces of nature. As you can clearly see in this photo, the sky, the ground and the trees around it, how insignificant my subject is looking in front of all these. I know it might sound a little philosophical, but that is actually the thing I like the most about this photo. So the subject in this photo is our guide Manoj. The story behind this whole trek is actually very interesting. We went, I guess, last month here when when the unlock was like in a phase, because and most of the picnic spots or the tourist spots were closed, but we went there anyway because I wanted something for you guys. I wanted you to travel with me virtually. But obviously the main gate of the tourist spot Patal Pani was closed, and then we asked this person Manoj, who was our guide, who is also the subject in this photo, that is there a way we can go around where I can get a view of the fall. So he was kind enough to take us to this very place where from where I could shoot the fall. That was the closest I could get. But but at least I got to see the fall, and it was not a complete waste, and the vlog was also nice. I loved it. I loved the trek. So yeah, that is another thing. You can just ask people, and one important thing is wherever you go, you should take the help of locals, the local people around the area, because they are the ones who can help you in every way, and they can show you places which you might not get or might not figure out on your own. So yeah, this photo was taken when I was actually shooting the falls. I was standing on the slope and I was shooting the falls, which is exactly behind me. If you are facing the camera right now, it's exactly behind me. And I just turned and I saw Manoj standing there, and I just fell in love with how beautiful the frame was being created, and I just snapped it. I intentionally placed him in the center of the frame because I am a big time fan of center framing and symmetry, and second is what I told you before, the insignificance of us as humans in front of the forces of nature. So yeah, that was the story, and it was a pretty good trek, and all thanks to Manoj we could complete this trek. Yeah, that was it. So the third photo which we'll be discussing for this episode is this one. This was clicked at Bhigwan Bird Sanctuary, which is some 136 kilometers from my college, which is Symbiosis Pune. We went here as a part of a photography trip, and we initially had many trips planned, but then COVID happened, so we could only have this one trip. The thing which I like the most about this photo is the color. As you guys might have seen from my feed, I am a big fan of black and white and that high contrast photos, and this checks all the boxes for me. Another thing which is very special about this photo is what we'll be discussing right now. By the way, the people in the boats you see in the photo are my friends, are my classmates. So yeah, the second interesting thing about this photo is it did not look anything like how you are seeing it right now. Let me show you what it originally looks like, and for that we'll have to open Lightroom. So there we go in Lightroom. So yeah, this is how it originally looked. Clearly, if I had seen it and if I had, gone through my photos at that time, I would have just thrown my camera into the lake or water body, whatever it is, because this is so bad. This photo is so bad. I should have left photography after I clicked this photo. But there's a big but there. That is why you should click your photos in RAW, because so the first thought about this photo would be this is gone. Nah, nothing is going to happen. But the beautiful thing about capturing your photos in RAW is that you can actually take a photo like this and you can actually end up with a photo like this. And I'll be showing you a little bit how I went through it. So the first thing which I did about this photo is I knew that the exposure is off and the highlights are way too high. Very high from what I need. So I would take the exposure down, and just by that you can see how many details I could just pull back. Shoot in RAW. Then we pull down the highlights. Little bit of contrast. Shadows also should go a little down. So at this point I converted into black and white because I had in mind that I want this photo to be black and white. So we just convert it and then we can further edit it. Take the whites a little up because I want that plane to be white and these the tree and the boats just heavily contrasting against that white background, which is the white water and the white sky. And I will take the blacks way down. Not way down actually, somewhere around that I'm happy with it. We go down the favorite S curve. I just create a simple S curve. There you go. A little more. Yeah. Then we come back to our favorite two sliders, the clarity and the dehaze. We increase the clarity. We increase the dehaze. The blacks are a little too black. I'm not that happy with them. So at least I can see some details in the boats. So that's why I increase the blacks a little bit. We go to the exposure. Oh, I'm sorry. We go to the exposure. Down. So yeah, that is what I did in Lightroom. And so as you might clearly tell, the sky in the photo is not a real sky. I changed it up in Photoshop. So the editing post this was done in Photoshop and this is what we ended up with. This is the final result of this photo. So yeah, I am of that thought, if something can enhance your photo and that might be replacing a sky or removing some people from the photo, or maybe just adding some stars to a cityscape, I think I would do it, because in the end it's my photo, it's my art, and it's my choice how I want to portray it. So yeah, I'm not shy in using Photoshop. Obviously you should not overdo it, but yeah, replacing a sky and making this photo, which was looking like this, to something which is looking like this, I think that can work, because in the end we are all working towards putting out some good work out there. So yeah, that was the story behind this photo. So yeah guys, that would be it for this video. I hope you guys liked the video, and do let me know how you felt about this short photo story session which we did, and do let me know if you would be interested in similar episodes in the future. Basically what I wanted to tell you through this episode is that every photo has a story. There is not a single photo in the world which does not have even the slightest story behind it. Every photo has it. And the second thing is, as long as you shoot your photos in RAW, however bad they might look in camera, they can obviously be rescued in the post. So yeah, that is it. Your photos aren't that bad how they look in the screen behind the camera, and always shoot RAW. If you like the video, don't forget to like and share it. Also please do subscribe to the channel as it helps me grow. Also press the bell icon so whenever I upload you will be notified. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, which by the way would be a travel vlog. I will make sure that it happens. So yeah, bye bye.